it's Miranda here at Sunshine and Grace, where I make beautiful things for life sown in sunshine and grown in grace. Today we are making junk mail Happy Mail envelopes to put Happy Mail in, or you could stick them in a journal as like something to tuck some pretty thing in. But I was wanting them specifically for Happy Mail because I just need something to tuck like, bigger things in, but that would still fit in like a 6x9. And I have a drawer that is overflowing with junk mail envelopes that needs used. So we're using up a couple of them. You want ones that have the window on it so you can build the collage underneath it, and it kind of gives like that, like that shaker box look. You could even make it a shaker box if you wanted to. That would be cute. Do we have any glitter? We do. We may try that, you guys. Okay. Crafting on the fly. This is our Beebeecraft project for the week. This is our third or fourth one in August. We got one more to go next week. It's going to be the collage masterboard thing. Just, bear with me, guys. But, this is what we're going to make. Super cute, super fun, and uses up a lot of little scraps and papers. But we're going to use some book page, which I am reaching down to grab something now. I have a certain look that I'm going for. I already know what the look I want is. So I'm trying to find a page that will kind of fit with that look. Everything is crisp. Oh my goodness. Y'all look at that's going to be something special. Man. Oh, that is. Oh my lands. If you all could feel this. The texture. This was in that Happy Mail too. That texture. Man alive. That is bougie. Let me find I just want regular text is the thing. I don't want anything like super proofy. Okay, something like this will work. Yeah, okay. So there we got some text. That's old, it's vintage. And we'll use some washi. Let me pull out some kind of washi out of here. Thinking I'm going to be working with the pinks. And this one might work. And then if I need more, I can get it. Okay, we're just going to get started. So, what you're going to do, this is a junk mail envelope, obviously from T-Mobile, that you want one with a pocket. Because we're going to stick something in that pocket. Like behind it that you'll see. We're actually going to do a layered effect. We're going to put a background in, and then we're going to put a like an image inside there. Like a sticker, a vellum sticker, or if you had like paper dolls, you could do that. But we're going to fill the inside first. And this is where our part of our book page comes in. I don't like that image, so we're going to flip this backwards and see how much of it we need. About half. Is that right? Yeah, about half of the page. And we'll save the other half of the page to use on the front and the back, because we also have to seal that edge up there. This is very old book page, so just folding it a couple of times, front and back, should work to be able to tear it. Oh, it's 2 pages. Wow. Okay. But I actually like that image on that one, though. But that's okay. That should cover right there. Yeah. Okay. Now, tear it down to about the size you want. You don't have to cover the whole inside. You could if you wanted to. I don't want to. I'm doing this quick. So we're just going to tear that down a little bit. We just want something to be the background behind what we're getting ready to make. Because it's actually it's not going to stick on the back there. It's going to stick literally like, we're just setting it up right now, but got to get in there. If you have problems like where this is, can you see that? It's giving me fits. Make sure you get it in the right spot. It's still giving me fits, you guys. There we go. It's like, come on. I know you want to go in your home. Okay, so we would put it like that, because we just need to see how it's going to place in there. Now, how's that going to sit? Where do we want it exactly? Okay, now we're going to pick out a sticker. We know we're using the, I'm probably going to use this set of papers. These like more roses, pinks, and blues. So I want a sticker that would coordinate with that. I don't want to throw my stuff all over the place though. that might work, but it's a little thin. Skinny. It's scrawny. We might use that somewhere else, though. And that's more of a, like a vellum-y type. It's not the clear type that I was wanting. That would look pretty good, wouldn't it? That one's very clear. And if you want to put something else with it, you can. You could do more than one sticker. You could add, you know, like, do layers. Thinking I might want to stick that sticker on the inside, kind of like that, and then lay this over it. That might work. Okay. Hopefully I stay in frame this time, you guys. I have been so bad to jump out of frame lately. I'm sorry about that. I think this new setup, that new angle is going to work better because you guys can see pretty much my entire desk. Probably more than you want to see at times because you're going to see my big bobby head get in there. And yeah. I'm liable to cross the, the barrier that I've tried for so hard to avoid. Oh my lands, why isn't this coming off? So what we're doing is building a collage on the inside on that paper that we're going to put in there. Okay, so we want to kind of, I should have done this first. I'm going to stick that on my water. Just kind of get an idea. Basically, it's in the, look at the letters or whatever. That's why you want letters. But see where your stuff is so you know where to put this on at. Put it like that. I think I have a ticket down in here that I'm going to use. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. A lot of these are Happy Mail that was sent the other day. It was really nice. I was in a group that I'm in. I didn't expect it. I knew I signed up for it like a long time ago, but I kind of forgot about it. And then it surprised me when it came. This is what I'm looking for. This one. I'm going to lay it on top. To kind of just build out some interest and layers there. And use up some of the stickers that I don't use very often. I forget I have stickers, to be honest. So we're going to put that right there. And that's nice because it says something about roses. Then we're going to put this rose on top. I'm not going to lie. This kind of paper, I do struggle with these a little. It's okay, though. It's okay to struggle. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. It might be bad for you guys having to watch it, but yeah. I'm going to try not to have to speed the videos up too much anymore. I have had a lot of people comment on videos that I did that and they didn't care for that. So I'll try not to have to do that. Sometimes I do have to if I'm on a time constraint or something. Like sometimes you guys don't know the background of what's going on. So sometimes I will be on a time constraint and do have to speed things up or do something to make it work a little differently. And I apologize in advance for that, but please try to bear with it because it's just how it has to be on those. Okay, we're going to put just a little bit of glue on this edge here for now because we're trying to fit this in here. I am going to also put a little glue right here so this edge will stay down because it drove me insane a while ago. Okay. Don't stick the needle to your arm there, woman. Okay. Let's pull it open as wide as you can get it and stick your page in on the bottom. Like, press it downward. Try not to get glue on the parts that you don't really want glue on. And then smash it. So that one side is down, and then you can come in and kind of do what I'm getting ready to do here and run glue like in these other spots so that it sticks all the way around. And then just dab a little there in the bottom. Okay. There's going to be some glue that leaked on me. It's okay. I think that's really pretty, you guys. And if you wanted, you could even put something on the outside to kind of give that 3D dimension. But I think I'm liking that the way it is. I'll probably put a word here. Okay, so we have that done. Now we want to take and fold our, like, you know, this, it's going to be laying like this. This is going to be the front. We want to make a flap. So we're going to fold this down the top of the envelope to wherever we want it to be. Like, I think that's, well, no, maybe not that tall, because I want to be able to put a closure there. So about like that. Okay. So that's about 2 knuckles down to the main knuckle there. Okay. So that's going to be our flap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and you can see that line I just made, I'm going to trim across it. I'm going to, what? Oh, I am telling y'all. And I'm sorry, I know I missed Monday's video. It was a very busy day for me, so I just did not get it filmed. Sorry. I meant to. I even tried. Okay. We've cut that. Now, what we're going to do, usually I don't necessarily always do this, but I am just going to take, sometimes I'll cut that out. I'm not going to. I'm actually just going to glue it down after I trim just a smidge off of it. I'm just going to take it and trim it just a hair. Actually, no, I'm just going to cut it off because I forgot I'm going to layer stuff over top of that, and that would just add bulk that I don't need. And you can actually just cut that side up like I did and then tear the top off, the little piece off because it's folded. Okay, there we go. Because I forgot we collaged the inside with book page again. It's been, I think, 2.5 years since I did this project, so yeah, I've kind of forgotten how you do it. If you want to neaten your edge up a little bit here, you can. Like I am doing, I am just trimming out where I basically opened this envelope. Okay. Now, to make it easier to get in, I'm also going to come, and you can see where it just happened to work out that the first fold I made was further down. I'm going to trim down this edge to that point, about 1/4 inch. And then I'm just going to cut that off. And that'll just make it easier to get in and out of your envelope or your pocket when you're done. Try to cut straight. If you can't cut straight, don't worry about it. I can't cut very straight, but yeah, it's okay. That just makes it easier to get in and out of there. Okay, I think that's everything that needed fixed. Okay, so now we're going to start the wrapping process. To do this, you're going to want to find your papers that you're going to use to decorate it with. I am loving this raw edge, but I like that picture, and that one's a little broken. So we're going to take one of these other pieces. They're all broken, never mind. This one looks a little better. And we're going to line it up at the top and down at the bottom and run it over the page. Maybe I want to do it this way. Maybe I don't want that on there at all now because I've got it behind and it should. Let me grab another piece of paper. Some video was on this morning. It was that stupid, like the song from Deadpool or something, and that's stuck in my head. I use some of this. It's kind of cute. That would look cute there, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we'll use a piece of that. I don't want to use all of it, so I'm just going to tear it in half. That's pretty paper. I like that. Okay. So what I did was fold it in half. On these, it doesn't have to be neat and tidy, so you don't have to cut it like all pristine. Just rip it. Rip it. Rip it. Rip it good. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? Okay. Alright, we're going to put it right like this. Yeah. And just I just do it like this. I put the glue down on the paper. We're not going to fold or not going to do the back. We're just going to lay it on there, and then you'll see what we're going to do, because it sounds confusing when I talk about it. But okay, book page. You see how there's overhang? We're not going to do anything with that because it'll wrap around. That'll actually help bring the back side together. Just make sure you got it down. Let's find a piece out of here. Do we have a piece that's big enough? Those are all 6 inches, so let's just tear a strip off of here. Get started with it. That'll work. Okay, now here's the thing. This up here, I may want to slide a piece under it, so I'm not going to glue it all the way. It needs to be wider than that. Probably straighter on this side. Okay, that looks better. So we're going to glue so that there's some overhang here so that it covers that edge. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run the glue right here for now. And you'll see why in a minute. We want to be able to lift the edge up if need be. To like slide something up under here. So I don't have it glued all the way down. I didn't glue it all the way up here either. But that's the basics. Okay, let's find something to go here. I think there's a smaller piece, maybe not. And then you just literally tear strips out to fit them on where you want them. Okay, I am going to run this one like this. So I'm going to put my glue. Now I'm going to put a lot of glue down. I'll run the glue up in there, and I'm going to run it over to the edge. Okay. If you wanted to ink, you could do that. I'm not going to fool with inking at the moment. I'm not really feeling it. I'll ink possibly when I'm finished. Okay, yeah. So you can see again, this will be able to wrap up. That just strengthens your envelope is basically why we do that. Okay, now we want, let's get a different page. The one that coordinates. Maybe this, and we're going to put it here, and it'll kind of wrap that edge there. Where's the thing? Okay, so right about there. Okay, so we can just go ahead and glue this down now because we see that we're not going to go under it. We're going to go actually over it. And I know that sounds confusing because it kind of is, but it's not at the same time. I don't know. It's just how it works out. That's how I've done it. Okay, now I'm just going to line that up at the top and press it down. If you want to slide that up a little bit, you can. Do it while it's still wet. Okay, it's not wet anymore. It was not wet anymore, y'all. It didn't move anymore. That's okay. Okay, so now we've got all that done. Now we're going to take and we're going to glue our edge here. This is the edge of the envelope. I do the collage on the front first because this lets me, like where that went a little over, lets me work with that. Now, it's sealed. And we will trim that part off. But we got to see, that's our front. Okay. So we see what's going on there. Now, take and fold this back. where you had it cut and cut along that line so that you straighten that edge out because it overhung. If you are smarter than me and don't make it overhang, you don't have to fool with that. But I had it overhanging. I can't cut for beans today, you guys. Got it. That'll do. So, yeah, that's perfect. And then we're just going to glue this edge down right here. Guys, I absolutely love these. I think that comes out so pretty. I mean, even it's so simple, but it's a really pretty little project. It's one that you can just kind of whip together real quick. I'm going to take, and on this, I am going to use some of this page here. That is something you can do. If you want to, before you glue the edge, mine's still wet, so I can lift it up. But you can kind of tuck this in if you know how far over you're going to go. Or like how thick it is, how wide you need it. I'm just folding somewhat straight and ripping. Well, that did not rip the way I wanted. So don't use that one. Use a page that's not so floppy, guys. Maybe that's not wide enough. Okay. Let's see. Do we have another page here? Dictionary. I'm just trying to get something that will actually hold up to being shoved in here and go in where I want it to. I actually like that because it's got the number 23 on it. So we're going to put it right like that. Okay. Fold it like right there. I want that 23 to show, hopefully. I have a thing about, yeah, I actually like that number, but odd numbers in general. Okay. Now, you're going to take and put some glue down. I'm probably using way more glue than is needed, but it's okay. Okay. And then put your page in there where you want it. Slide it. Make sure it hits the edge. And then fold it. Press it. There is a reason for folding it now, so that you sort of put that in there while it's wet. And then smooth it out a little bit. You can see the grid coming off of me. Okay. Then you can take this and either cut it off, or in this case, I am literally just folding it back on itself and going to use that across this side too, and then collage over top of it, because that will give me a very strong piece right here. And now we are already working on the back side, and it just happens so naturally. Okay, what I'm doing is picking this edge up so that I can put that edge down all the way. Okay, there. Now, we want to fold this piece over like that. Make sure you get it tight there at the edge. Increase it. And put a little glue. Just leave the edge loose so you can tuck something behind it. Fold this piece. That's blending a little, so I'm going to see if I can find an ink and just lightly ink. Right there. And again, don't glue the very edge. Just leave it so you can tuck something under it. We've got that done. And look how quick it's coming together, you guys. It already looks amazing. Okay. I put too much glue down over here, so I'm going to have to peel that up because I want to tuck this under it. Don't rip your paper like I just did, guys. I mean, if you do rip it, it's not going to matter. You're gluing it back, but now it's going to have like a weird spot that you're going to have to cover with some washi tape. Okay. You're going to be putting some washi down right there is what I'm telling you. That's how I'm going to fix that. Okay, now put glue down and wrap that edge. You're going to have you can see there's an overhang here. So I'm going to trim that out. I'm just going to cut it, tear it off. Now we're going to take this side and fold it, but we're not going to glue it because everything is working that way. So the next piece we put on is going to overlap and come up under there. And we're going to find something that we like. Possibly this. I don't think I've used any of it yet. I think that would work. Okay. Where's that at? Okay. Let's put it right about here. And then we can decide, do we want this to be the overhang? Or do we want to do it this way with overhang? I think we're going to do it that way. I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll do it this way. All right, so we're just going to put a bunch of glue on the back of this. Well, not a bunch, but some. That was probably too much glue. My thing doesn't put like small amounts down like I like. Okay, and then I'm going to leave so that you see this right here. Because I kind of like it. Press it. Now you're going to come back in with this and you're going to close this flap. Fold that over and close it over. And you'll fold this edge and close it. Okay. It's looking good so far, guys. Okay. Make sure you've got your folds there. If you need to smooth it, crease it, do what you need to make it do what you want. And look and make sure you like it. I do. I like how everything is so far. I'm going to run something along there to make that not a straight edge. Now I've got to cover that. So let's find a small piece of paper. Could be book page or whatever. We have some book page here. That might work. To do something like this with. That would work. We would actually put it the other way though. Like this. And then it'll wrap around. And then I want something with some, I want to pull this print over onto the front. So I'm going to take and put a piece of it right here. I'm just going to tear it and probably put that straight edge over in there. I just want to get that blue stripe on the front too. Somewhere. It doesn't have to be like literally the front, but it's going to be in the front area so that when you use the front and open it, you'll see it. Then we're going to glue this down. Now I did it that way because I wanted to keep the integrity of, okay, pick it up to do that. I wanted to keep that dark edge. I like that dark edge. That is such delicate paper. Look at that. You can see the glue through it. Okay. Really see the glue. Okay. Then we need to grease again. My line had gotten a little crooked. I'm going to really press that down now. And I'm going to take and put something else up here. Maybe just another piece of this. That would actually look pretty good to do it as like a border. But actually, I think I like that side better. So what I'm going to do is, I like that white edge that shows. So I'm going to rip this again towards me. If you rip towards you, you get a white edge. If you rip away from you, you get that, just the paper, the colored paper edge. I like the white edge. I don't know why I like the white edge, peeps. I just do. Okay, let's put some glue on and then we'll trim it. I'm not ripping the top because I plan to use lace across that, so you won't see that edge. That's why I just left it as is. And then we're just going to cut this piece off like this. Okay, there we go. We can find somewhere to stick this piece if we want. Maybe do something like this. I just think would look kind of cool. Okay, yeah. All right, there's the basic collage done. Everything is covered. It looks great. Now we're going to start playing with decorating it. Isn't that pretty though, you guys? It's not something that matches this, but I like that. I got a huge thing of lace the other day, and I've been slowly working my way through it. Okay, so now we're going to start putting our washi on, and that was in it. I think that was in it. And what I do is I pick which color washi I want. I may go with that because I kind of feel like that's too much. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that color right there. I think it's a bit much. But that one doesn't match either. Let's see what else we got. Because, I mean, the one thing I don't have a shortage of is washi. I have tons of it, and I'm always asking for more. That's like one thing that, like, when it's Trade It Tuesday or Swap Day, I am like, washi peeps. I think gold's going to be what we use. Like, I want washi. Washi and lace and scraps, like paper scraps. Oh, yeah. Obsessed with them. And I know I could have used this gold, but I don't like that gold as well. I really like this gold. Actually, I need to order more before that gets any lower because I don't want to run out. All right, I'm just going to tear the strips into pieces like this, like so I get that jaggedness. Because, again, I kind of like that jaggedness. And I feel like I need something to break this up because it's just a wide pink spot. Now what I do is I aim for 3 pieces of washi on the front and 3 pieces on the back. So I will come in and I try not to put them the exact same way. So like, you know, I'll try to run some up, some down, and then I'm going to put one up here. So I'm going to reserve that and I'll fill it in a minute. I'm going to run one piece right here because it kind of breaks that edge. And then I might run another piece along beside it to kind of keep that. I don't like that straight edge there at all. Okay, I don't. And then I'm going to put a piece here to kind of run that way, and then maybe a piece right here to kind of blend it. No, this piece needs to go somewhere else. Maybe over here. And it needs to go this way. Yeah, because there was a weird edge there. Okay, there. That's the back. Now, I want to put my lace down, then put my washi. So I can see where my lace goes. That's pretty. I'm not going to use that, but that's pretty. I need a somewhat stiff lace with some oomph to it. Guys, if you could see the lace around this place, you would be like, why is she waffling? She's got tons of lace. I like that, but no. The blue. No. No. No, no, no. How about that blue? Yes. That's the blue. That is pretty, you guys, on the lands. And that'll be like a very bougie use of it. Just a little of it, not a lot. All right. We're going to plug our hot glue gun in because I have found that for when I don't have Fabri-Tac, hot glue is the answer. And at the moment, I do not have any Fabri-Tac. I need some. I'm going to put these two away because I keep wanting to use them still, and they don't match. That annoys me. Okay. Make sure everything is down. It's a little loose. Loosen the goose. That's my car. It's Loosen the Goose. I drove it the other day, and I went over, like, they're working on the road, up the road ways, and when I went over a little tiny bump, man, that thing, like, the back end just looked like it was twerking or something. I was like, what in the world? It's like, this is crazy. This is dangerous is what it is. Because it was a bumping. Okay, so we're waiting for our hot glue gun to get hot. And oh my lands, if you guys could feel the... I do love it. It feels so nice. So bougie. All right, put that away. Let's see, what else we going to use? What else we going to use? We need words. I got to find my word box. Okay. Almost took my chair over, but didn't, so we're all good, ain't we? Let's see what we want to use. Wonderful. Kind of like that. But that's not what I want. Like, I like that better. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was quick and easy. Probably the quickest I've ever done that. We are going to ink this, however. We didn't necessarily ink all of our little scraplets, but we're going to ink the embellishments we put on. You know, when we were collaging, that would have took forever for one thing if I'd inked every single piece. It's already taken me forever to just waffle through picking them out. And I want something to go behind this to bring some pop even more to it. Oh, that's where my lace is going to go too, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't think I need another piece of washi there. And I don't actually need that big of a piece of lace either. So I'm going to trim that down some. Because that lace is bougie and I want to use every scrap of it. All right. I wish the thing with Matthew McConaughey saying that iconic line was a flub. It was just like one of those like unscripted moments. I'm like, seriously? That's what you're known for? And it wasn't scripted. Okay, this is some kind of coffee filter that was laying on in my scrap bucket over to the side. I'm just going to run a piece of that right there. Because I just wanted to build out a little bit of interest around that. Have I got any more? I mean, I've got more, but have I got anything interesting? Maybe this white piece. Yeah. It's got some interesting lines to it. And like I say, this is not to be like, you know, actually a, like, border or whatever. It doesn't have to cover all of it. It's just to kind of add a little bit of texture there. Give some interest to it. I think it needs more than that though. It needs a little more texture than that. I like this little piece better. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to do something like that where you just tear some of it down to give you a little less of it or shape it differently, it's there. Yeah, you can do that. Like I just did. Oh, don't be stuck. Oh, it was stuck. Apparently there was a gob of glue that I laid this thing on the other day because it was glued tight. The other day I plugged this in to work on something. I got distracted. I walked away. I came back 2 days later. It was still plugged in. I probably shortened its lifespan by who knows what by leaving it plugged in for 2 whole days. Caught my stove on fire last night, you guys. Bad on fire. Okay, I mean, like, there were flames. I don't like that sharp edge there, so I'm cutting it. Like, shooting up around the pan. I ripped the pan off the stovetop. I don't even know what caused it to catch on fire. There was literally nothing on the burner, but it burnt the element into. It burned for so hot and so long. I was like freaking out. I'm like, Pedro, that's my son. Get in here. Because that's his nickname. I call him Pedro, Morgan, Bubbles, Buble, you name it. It's not coming out, peeps. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a little thick, so hopefully this doesn't gum up too much. But I love this lace. It's so bougie, so pretty. Look at it. It's just perfect. Okay. Now, take and put a little of the stuff on here so we can put this on. It's just basically all the little layers there. They help build texture, character, so that it gets interesting. Okay, there's that. That is our flap done. Now you can see the flap it was thin when we started, but it's pretty sturdy now and will hold up really well. We will end up putting a few pearls right there, and then we're going to find somewhere to use this little piece of lace. Possibly on the back. Like maybe glue a piece of it right in there. That might look good. Okay. The trick with the whole reason we're using the hot glue is to get that stuck quickly. Then where this is like, you can see that edge there, and I did leave the edge on this one. I'm going to glue it down with regular glue just to make it stick good. So that the edge doesn't peel off. I'm going to take this off because it's bothering me the way it's placed. And instead I'm going to run it this way. I'm actually going to wrap it. That's what I'm going to do. So that it comes around like that. There, that's better. Since this piece went long ways, of course, all my washi is going long ways now, or that way. So we may take this piece and run it like this. Voila, fixed. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so we've got all that on. Now we need to make a bougie flower. So we're going to put a big flower to hold this down with. So we're going to do this. This is like my standard flower that I make for anything and everything. I take a piece of paper and I start ripping in a circle-ish shape. This creates lots of beautiful little scraps that you can then use in something else. This might be a little flimsy, so you may have to go around a couple times to get the shape you want. Then take another scrap that coordinates. You can do this on any project that you're working on where like I have multiple pieces here that all kind of match. You know, it's themed, it's homogeneous or whatever. Rip out another circle. This one can be bigger, smaller, just however they come out is usually how I go with it. I'll layer them up to see how they look. Okay, that's smaller. I know this one's going to be really small, so it's going to be my top layer. And this just keeps me from having any waste, too. And it gives a cutesy look. Like a nice, I don't know, just a nice look. I like the way it turns out. I'm going to tear I think I'm going to go with a very big square circle here. because I feel like that needs to be bigger than what the bottom layer is, if it can. Okay. Will that be bigger? Sort of. Not really. We could tear this layer a little smaller. It's all trial and error, peeps. All trial and error. You just kind of got to play with it till you get it the way you want it. That one might be too soft. Okay, there's the top. We've got this one that we can tear a layer off of. Okay, you want 5 layers is the thing. If you want to go 7 layers, you can, but I don't think I've ever done that. I'm really not feeling like that bottom. I don't know that that's going to hold up. We're going to squish it, so I'm just seeing how that's going to look squished. It'll work. Okay. All right. Take and squish each layer, just like I just did that. Crumple it. Crumple it however you have to crumple it. Okay. And then just kind of leave it in that crumpled state. It doesn't have to stay like super crumpled, but just sort of crumpled. Okay. Because we're going to ink that a little bit to give some definition to the edges. I wish I had some gold of some sort. I do not at the moment have any gold of any kind. I need to get some more gold nail polish because it works almost as good as I need Dazzle Drops is what I need. Avon Dazzle Drops. If anyone sees any Avon Dazzle Drops for sale anywhere, would you please message me with a link to that so that I could order them? Because I am in desperate need. Or if you would be happen like me to have a set of them or a bottle and want to sell it, yeah, I'm interested. Okay, we're going to take our ink pad and we're just going to hit, not heavy, just light around that edge. Because if you go heavy, it gets too much. And then if you want to, hit a few spots, you can, but there's that one. And we're going to take and do this one. Be careful. That is so delicate. So delicate. I'm really not feeling that. It just ripped a hole in it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 4 papers. Let's rip a circle out of this. It won't tear as easily. That one was just tearing way too much. Okay. These are my like scrappy roses, I called them. I have videos making them. I've done them a couple times in a video, I think. But yeah, they just work good like for stuff like this. Or just if you want to do a scrap buster project, make one of these. Make a bunch of these. Take your scrap box, sit in front of the TV when people's watching stuff that you're not into and you're stuck in the room with them, and make flowers, peeps. It will make you happy. Okay, let's spread them out a little bit so you can see the sizes. I think my size order's changed now because I'm going to put that one on top of that. Put a dot of glue in the center. Actually, use hot glue since you've got the hot glue out, and that way it'll grab and won't move. One little dot. Put your next layer on. It does not have to be perfect. Just get it on there. Another dot. Put whatever, I think it's going to go that way. The next layer is on. Put the next one. It's this one. And then your little layer. Okay. And voila. You have a bougie little shabby chic flower. That is absolutely beautiful. It's beautimous. It is. So simple, so cute, so easy. All right, so let's find a pearl to go in the center. What color do we want? See, ain't no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Possibly that. I'm sort of feeling it. Not overly. But none of these actually look right either, I don't think. Oh, that was everywhere, wasn't it? That was these. They go there. Okay. That could possibly work. It's a little big. We have to remember this is Happy Meal, so we don't really actually want anything big. You want it to stay small because it is going in Happy Meal. I'm also thinking that this blue with the brown would look better. I think so, yeah. Rather than the pink. Okay. So, since we do have so much pink, we're going to put our little dot of glue right in the center. Get a gribber, if you got one. Pick your little pearl up and smush him down. All right, there's your flower, all done and dusted. And it's quite lovely. Now, we're going to place it where that washi ended. So, we need to make sure that we can open, and that is why we left a little overhang. It leaves a soft edge to come underneath the flower. I'm out of it. Okay, so we're going to use hot glue. And decide which way you want your... since I do have writing, I want the words to kind of be the right direction. So I'm just going to glue on this weird little jaunt down here. Because you don't want to glue all the way up where the flip out is, where it's going to lift up and out. You want it to be able to hold the flap closed like that. Okay, there you go. It didn't turn out straight, did it? No, it's okay. But now you can open it. You can load it up with little goodies, and you can close it. It'll stay closed. And that's it, you guys. That is how to make a scrappy junk mail envelope. Because that's what it was. It was a junk mail envelope. And now it's a beautifully scrappy collaged thing. I love it. Absolutely do. We even used a little bit of beautiful lace. Just a touch of lace. You don't really need to do anything else on the back. If you wanted to do something else on the back, you could do that. But since this is just to put Happy Meal in, usually, if I was putting it in a journal, I would probably put a little pocket back here and tuck something in it. But for this, I don't feel the need. We're going to wrap this up. So you guys have an awesome day. And remember that Jesus loves you so much, he died for you. And if you do not know that, I would love, love, love to tell you about my precious Savior and tell you the greatest love story ever and get you sold for all eternity right now. So you can drop a comment below or hit me up on social media, even send me a private message or something. And yeah, I will tell you all about Jesus and what he did for you. Okay. It would be my greatest joy and pleasure. And yeah, that's it. You guys have a great day and we'll chat soon. Grace and peace. Bye-bye. Okay. Unhook these problems. Okay. Put the